Greetings, geniuses. As usual, this video is going to cover a topic or a few about the INFJ perspective on things. And in this video, we're going to talk about world changers. And are you one? Because I know this is a topic that INFJs think about often. And personally, I feel like every month there's a new crisis of conscience of some kind. And I don't necessarily mean freak out kind of crisis, but just one where I'm being introspective all over again on either a new topic or a slightly different topic or the same topic. And that kind of stems from what we're talking about here is we always want to make a difference in the world. And that varies sometimes if we're thinking to our community, to our family, to a friend, to our country, to the whole world. And so it just goes on and on. But it's always based on kind of the same mindset of what can I do better? Is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this all there is to life? Is this what I was created to do? Those kinds of questions. So I would ask you, are you doing everything you can to change the world around you? And it's a tough question to ask yourself. But if you're an INFJ, you're already used to asking it. So it's not a very heavy topic. For others who maybe haven't thought about it as often, if you're a different personality type, and maybe it's a less common question that you tackle, I would just say as an INFJ, it's a good one. And all the tough questions are good to ask yourself because it kind of makes you stop and look in the mirror. Which, as a side note, looking in the mirror is a good way to wake up a little and look directly into your eyes and see the person that you are physically and visually. That's something I never thought about too much until, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago when I heard somebody say something and I tried it. And wow, the eyes are the window into the soul, right? That's how the saying goes or something like it. And it's really true. But anyway, just back to mentally thinking about, are you doing all you can to change the world? We're kind of going big with that question by saying world changer, but it's your world we're talking about. The world around you, the people around you, the goals that you have in this world. And I don't know if it was the last video or 2 videos ago, I was talking about making small steps in your habits and schedule, life goals, whatever those might be. You should have the big goals like 5 or 10 years out. And then the smaller ones, which are just daily, weekly, the next month. And I've never been good about writing them down. Maybe to some extent I've gotten better as far as just, I have a journal now and I write stuff down occasionally that I'm working on. And I just have one book that I kind of do that now. So I have improved, but if you're journaling really well, it's more like a daily thing. So I don't know, maybe someday I'll get there. But even though I'm not doing it well, I know it's a good thing to do and something I'd like to get better at. So I'm still going to recommend it to you. And so as far as changing your world and being a world changer, I think what I could pass on to you from my experience was something that a mentor in my life used to open my eyes and my mind in ways I never thought of before. And it was the most simple question that he just kept asking me. And the question is why? Why do you want to do it? So if you want to be a painter, just giving one example, why? Well, then the answer is maybe because I want to make beautiful pictures. Why? Because I want people to appreciate it and see the beauty in the world. Why? So that they'll feel happier, more joy. Why? So that they'll maybe make their own difference in the world. Why? And so you see where this is going. And it's good to think these things out and see how far that trail goes when you keep asking yourself why. Because a lot of times we do things, we don't even know why we do them. We're just trained to do so many things because the world as we know it up to this point has done it before us, the generations before us, our parents, our friends, our peers, our teachers, our coworkers. But we don't always know why we do them. And so that's kind of part of why INFJs are always questioning it, is because we're not always sure where it came from. Why do we wake up at this time every day, and why do we go through the morning routine that we always go through? It could be the right one, it could be wrong, it could be half right, half wrong. It's just all of those questions. Just go through your day and start asking yourself those questions. Why do I do this? Why do I do that? Because over the years, more and more, I've realized how many things I did was just to serve other people and what other people expected of me instead of what I wanted for myself and who I wanted to really be for the people around me, the people that really matter. That's how you change the world, is just one little step at a time, one person at a time. And in this social media likes and subscribe world, again, we're trained to think that like fame is to Hollywood, the common person, if you will, we're supposed to be striving for the numbers as well, and whatever leads to big money. And the truth is, and again, I could only see this more clearly by my own trial and error and experience, is that usually it's the smaller groups and those special friends, like-minded people that really make life enjoyable and worth living. And just doing what you know you were meant to do. And so the answer to that is not by getting a big following and having lots of people, whatever, seeing your posts, watching your channel, whatever it is, seeing your selfies. I know some people who like doing the selfies, and that's okay, but you see where I'm going with it. But that's not where you're going to find the joy or the money or the big house or the car, because you get all that stuff and then it's over. And then it just becomes the new normal. And we have lots of celebrities who have explained that to us, that that's what happens. So that's kind of good news, that you can change your world and be a world changer. And you don't need money to do it. You don't need all those things that is constantly programmed into us that we need to have immense joy and happiness and faith and hope in the future and just having something to look forward to, you already have the tools to do it. And so I can't think of any better place than to leave you there. So for today, for this video. So I'll look forward to talking to you again soon. And until next time, see you later, genius.